I'm going to show you how to make these really yummy oven fries. Like a French fry, but not really. It gets roasted in the oven at a really high temperature, gets blanched first. So what I have here is one russet potato that I've peeled. And the truth is, if you like skin on your potatoes, you could leave the skin on. We need to cut these about in sticks that are about 3/8 of an inch thick. Now, this potato is definitely longer than 2.5 inches, but you know what? We have to go with the potato we have. So I'm gonna just trim off the ends just to make it look a little neater. I will save these because I'm gonna do something else later. I'm gonna cut just a little bit off the end so I can get this potato to stand up on its side. And then I'm gonna cut slices that are 3/8 of an inch wide. Being very careful, make sure you use your cut glove. I don't want any injuries. And then we're gonna cut them into 3/8 of an inch wide fries. So they're gonna look like this. So 3/8 by 3/8 by 3/8. We have our French fries cut. I'm gonna pop them into this pot of cold water. I'm gonna add some salt, some baking soda, and a little pinch of turmeric. That's this mustard colored spice right there. So I'm sprinkling that over the top. I have a 1/4 cup of lemon juice, and this is going to be turned on and come to a full boil. Once it boils, I'm going to fish them out and allow the starch on the outside of the potato to kind of set up, and that will help make a crispier fry. So when these are finished, I'll come back and show you. All right, the potatoes have come to a boil. I am going to fish them out of the water. Let them drip. Oops, I lost one. It's all right. Fish them out, fish them out, fish them out. Notice they take on a little teeny bit of color from the turmeric. And I'm dropping them in this bowl. And then I'm gonna season them and put them on a roasting pan and get them in the oven. Okay, so we are ready to get our oven fries into the oven. So I have a small sheet pan lined with a piece of aluminum foil. And if you don't have aluminum foil, you can do it directly on the pan. Makes cleanup a little bit easier. I have some ghee that I made. The primary difference between clarified butter, which we made at school, if you remember back, and ghee, is that ghee is allowed to cook a little bit longer. Not as long as brown butter, but a little bit longer than clarified butter. With clarified butter, we let the milk solids fall to the bottom and the fat separate. With ghee, we let those milk solids cook a little bit longer. So the color of it is a little bit darker. So we have our one big russet. We're gonna season it with a pinch of salt, a crack or 2 of black pepper, and a couple of tablespoons of ghee. And I'm gonna drop it over the fries. And I'm going to gently toss them so that they're all coated. And one of the reasons we use ghee or clarified butter is very high smoke point. What's that mean? It means that it can be baked in a hot oven and not burn. So I'm going to put all of that deliciousness right over it, scraping out all that fat and that salt and that pepper. And I'm going to make sure these guys are lined up kind of single file on the sheet pan, and then that way they'll get nice and crisp. As they're cooking at 450 degrees. I'm going to give them a toss every 10 minutes or so, and I'll also rotate the pan in the oven. So if I put the pan in this way, after 10 minutes or so, I'll give it a half turn or a 1/4 turn. That'll make sure that they cook evenly. All right, I will show you the finished product. Our fries are out of the oven. I've got them plated up. I'm gonna finish them with a little bit of kosher salt, a couple of grinds of black pepper, and a dip in our aioli. Delicious.